It's good to be back in Bali. We are in the midst of the Third World War. It's war on the climate crisis. And you can see this with every crazy, unpredictable wildfire, hurricane, flood, drought, heat wave, glacial meltdown, or sea level rise, and the hundreds of thousands of climate refugees that this creates. The challenge we all face, highlighted at annual climate COPs like the 28th one just completed in the UAE, and it's a challenge we face wherever we are on the planet. How to simultaneously respond to the worsening extreme weather reality and reduce very rapidly greenhouse gas emissions so as to get to zero 2050. And I say this against the background of an IPCC report last year that says that no country is anywhere near the reductions it has committed to. And the IPCC is saying that to reach Paris 1.5 or anywhere close to it, we have to peak emissions, greenhouse gas emissions, in 2025. That's just a 2-year time span from now. And in addition to the IPCC report, now, this week, we have a new TPCC report, the Tourism Panel on Climate Change, that I am helping to drive. That report reaffirms that no tourism administration is dealing effectively with the climate crisis challenge, and we must go further and we must go faster if we are going to deliver on our Paris 1.5 commitments. And every community has its own specific challenge. How to make such radical change in the context of its own unique culture, tradition, geography, economics, particularly economics, and politics. In the climate world, they talk of high ambition groups. Those who say we are putting ourselves ahead of the game. We understand that the annual COPs produce a lowest common denominator solution, and we are going to be arguing for the highest common factor going forward. We need this kind of thinking also in tourism. We need communities who are prepared to step into the spotlight for change and become what we are calling at SunX a strong tourism climate champion. Can Bali be such a community? You are certainly already in the tourism spotlight as a world-famous iconic destination. And you certainly have your own very special dynamics. At heart, a deep Trihita-Karana-based Hindu culture with a very powerful world-recognized tourism product, but under capacity pressures from your own success and constrained living space on your small island. And Bali is also confronting life-threatening global climate demands. At Cenex, we think we can help you to become a strong tourism climate champion community. We believe in action beyond declaration, and we believe in putting our program where our mouth is. We've actually built a number of interconnected programs to support what we call a climate-friendly travel framework. That is Paris 1.5, SDG linked, and nature positive. Our programs include 1, a landmark diploma with ITS in Malta for postgraduate students in this field. 2, a UNFCCC linked registry to help companies and communities commit to transformation. 3, an activist chapter for local engagement. 50 in the poorest LDCs developing countries this year, and another 40 in small island developing states next year. 4th, a Plan B support for climate-friendly travel growth. 5, a club for climate-conscious travelers, mainly young adventurers looking to explore great destinations, but also concerned to do it in a way that benefits the communities they visit and does the right thing for the planet. 6, a social enterprise facility to provide blended finance for Plan B development and implementation. Yes, we think Bali can become part of a leading group, a high ambition group of communities. And today we're taking the first step in launching our Bali climate-friendly travel chapter. We've built this with the Ecotourism Society of Bali, and it's led by our strong climate champions, trained in the climate-friendly travel diploma course and embodying the planetary climate concern and sustainability vision of our mentor and co-founder, the late Maurice Strong. And we're particularly grateful for the strong leadership of Susie Hutamo and Rami Fajar Harini, the driving forces behind this activity. And hopefully, for the support of my long-term friend and colleague, Agung Subrayanthan Wiranata at Udayana University. Our Bali chapter team will recruit like-minded colleagues and reach out to the tourism industry to join in our free climate-friendly travel registry, so we can help them develop climate action plans to respond to the many operational dimensions of the climate crisis, and with an overriding immediate focus on the looming, continuing extreme weather threat. Our team will also provide a base for a climate-friendly travel Plan B that will allow Bali to respond to Paris 1.5 imperatives, again within the scope of Indonesia's nationally determined contribution and its own long-term climate action plan. It will allow them to address relevant SDGs and deliver nature-positive, top-class tourism products. When I was here a month ago, I promised that Sunex would provide a draft Plan B for Bali, building on the major study undertaken a decade ago for my friend Gerd Ardika when he was Indonesia's tourism minister. The recommendations of that study were firmly grounded on Tri Hita Karana, and that will again be the foundation of a new Plan B framework proposal that we are working on in our climate-friendly travel services enterprise. A month ago, I also committed that our club will be here, our climate-friendly travel club will be here to help deliver tomorrow's young, committed visitors. Today, I firmly recommit to this support. To advance these climate resilience programs, our new Sunex Bali chapter will be hosting workshops, providing educational and social media material, and will reach out into village communities to strengthen the community-wide buy-in. We look forward to working with you in the pivotal years ahead to bring climate-friendly travel growth here to Bali. And for our part, we commit to make this a primary global focal point in a better world that we will help to create together for our kids and for our grandkids. And now, to conclude, a brief 2-minute video which shows how Sunex, working through our Bali chapter, can help you to become a high ambition, strong climate champion destination. Thank you very much. Sunex was probably conceived 25 years ago at the Rio Earth Summit in 1992. There's just one existential issue. If we don't fix climate change, your kids, my kids, our grandchildren, they're not going to be here. Enough is enough. You can't keep doing business in this same fashion. You have to change things.